Hi guys, Richard here. Welcome back to Geeks Wargaming and welcome to our latest video. And today I want to talk to you about all of the latest reveals that we've just seen at Warhammer Fest 2022 Day 1, Warhammer 40,000 Day. Quite a chaos heavy release. Previews really shown today. So the first thing that they showed us was some new Chosen. Big fan of Chosen. I have a squad of them in my Black Legion army. The original sculpts, I think they are. And I love them. I love the way that they look and I love the way that they play. And these new revealed possessed are much taller. So the guy in the bottom left-hand corner, he's standing on an Ultramarines Primaris. That's a terrible chapter to be standing on. There is no way that the Ultramarine would have fallen. It should be something like Blood Angels or Iron Hands, really. But anyway, what a great set of miniatures. I love the fact that some of them are tentacles, some of them are spikes, some of them have got the chaos flames coming off them. And apparently there's lots of options in the box as well. The guy on the top left, I like the fact he's got the hoof foot, which is another feature from the originals. And then obviously their cleavers and their spikes and their claws. They look brilliant and they are going to be quite mean in close combat. Another photo released here, so you can see the details on the backpack. There's that Ultramarines Primaris. Some of the weapons, some of the claws and some of the talons look absolutely brilliant. I really do like the look of these guys and I would most definitely be picking up a box or 6 for my Black Legion. We've had some upgraded Chaos Cultists previewed as well. So again, just a redo of those models. Now, in my Black Legion army, I don't actually own any Cultists at all. I use Space Marines as cannon fodder, not Cultists. But again, I think there might be a box or 2 of these on order. Absolutely great miniatures these are. They look brilliant. They really do. I like the cleavers, I like the guns in the hands. I like some of the posing in this. Yeah, they look quality sculpts. I really do. I like the idea of cultists as well, just running forward towards the enemy and getting in there before the Space Marines come in and rescue everybody. They also showed us some new accursed cultists. So these are the cultists that have been gifted by the Dark Gods and have basically been twisted and warped out of recognition. Well, not full recognition of human because they've still got their legs or their arms or their heads in there. But some amazing work. The girl on the left-hand side, that arm that's splitting open looks phenomenal. Her leg, I think she really could do with going to see an apothecary about that leg. Look at the state of that. The guy on the right, well, there's just no helping him, is there? He looks very twisted, very warped there. Absolutely fantastic sculpts. The guy on the left, no more arms. He's now got these talons coming out. The middle guy there, the leg is actually coming out of the side of his stomach. So his stomach is ripped open for this new chaos leg to come out, and then half of his body up on the right taken over as well, but he's still got these elements of human in there. Same with the guy on the right, bit of chaos coming out on the left hand side and the spike coming out of his head. Majority of it though is still very much human, unlike the new torments that we've been shown. So these guys have been fully taken over by the Dark Guards, and they are more demon now than they are human. Still the elements of human in there. So the guy on the left, the fact that the human's still there, but you've got the demon head, and you've got the legs. Absolutely fantastic sculpts. These are brilliant. The middle guy, all the legs hanging and the arms, and he's got this spike coming off his arm, but actually his head and his majority of that body now is demon. Same with the guy on the right hand side. That's probably my favourite guy, actually, the one that's hanging. His legs are just hanging, his arm is split, and the demon leg is coming out from his elbow joint. Yes, I love these. I think they are brilliant. They look very monopose, so I don't know how much customization you're going to be able to do on these guys. I'm sure if you are much more talented than I am, it'll be fine, but for somebody like me, I will just run with the monopose on these. I do like the look of these though. I think they do look really good. The next thing that they showed us was the Dark Commune. Basically the HQ choice for cultists. Yeah, okay, I get that. That looks pretty good actually. So you've got a cult demagogue who leads it, which is the guy on the left hand side with the very cool helmet on. Then you've got the Blessed Blades. They're the 2 guys with the swords. You've got a Mind Witch and an Icon Rack. Icon Rack? Possibly the banner guy. I can't remember which way round that was. Yeah, the Psyker is the Mind Witch, and he's got the head of a Psyker, Chaos Space Marine Psyker, attached to him, and all of the pipes are running, and he's using this human host to stay alive in his head form. So the next thing that was revealed at Warhammer Fest was a League of Votan. It's a squat bike. It's a Henrik Pioneer. I think that's how they pronounced it. It's way back when squats were first out, they used to travel around everywhere on trikes, and this is the new version of it. Again, another fantastic miniature. Yes, that is a lady squat sitting on there. Isn't she lovely? She's going to be riding around on this bike and gunning down everybody. Comes as a squad, apparently. So yeah, you can have them as units. Some interesting weapons on there as well. She's obviously got this bolt rifle in her hand as well. Looks absolutely fantastic. On the other pictures that they show you there, I love the grav idea of them going across the terrain. Some amazing detail on this bike, actually. Yeah, they've got the spotlights on, the old Rhino spotlights. That was mentioned in the chat, is that the lights are always the same. But yeah, they come from that mining clan, and when squats go to war, they all go to war. So the entire family does. They've got the shovel on the back, they've got the sleeping bag, they've got the pouches, they've got the shotgun shells in there as well in the pouches. Yeah, there's a lot of detail on this, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. I would love to see what the rules are for them, but obviously that has not been touched on. Apparently they're quite tough and quite hard to kill, but again, we will see when the codex actually is released. Talking of codexes being released, the next thing that was revealed was the latest edition of Chapter Approved, Warzone Nephilium, which is the Grand Tournament. So basically this is optional. If you go to a Grand Tournament, or if you go to any event or tournament being ran, you will need this book. But if you're a casual player, then you can do without this. Now the best thing for me, personally, is they have said that the points values and the points changes that happen in Chapter Approved are going to be free for everybody else. So if you are that casual gamer and you don't want to fork out for this book, then you will get all the points updates, so you can still play the latest points values for free. Fair play, Games Workshop, well done on that one. However, on the flip side of that, the amount these books seem to come around, it seems to be every 2 minutes there's another chapter approved, and it doesn't seem that long ago since we had the last one, and now there's the new one out. There are some fundamental changes with the way that 40k works with this book, but you have to be using this book to do them. So if you're only using the core rulebook or any of the other editions, then these rules do not apply. But if you're using this chapter approved, then these rules apply. And the biggest change is CP. How does CP work? Okay, so basically you will start off with a lot less command points. So you have to make some real big decisions at the start of your game with what do you do. And you're going to be starting with around half as many as you did before. So if you took 2,000 points, you had 12 command points. 2,000 points is now 6 command points. So what they're trying to do there is they're trying to stop the first turn smashing everybody off the board, because you're going to do loads of combos and then you've wiped everybody out before they've even had a chance to get their miniatures out of the box. Thanks for playing. What was the point of turning up? I might as well stayed at home and had a cup of tea. So they're trying to get rid of that by saying that you start with only half of the amount of command, well, almost up to half as many command points as you have before. On the flip side of that, each turn you actually gain more command points. So after each battle round you start to gain more and more. So you can still do those funky combos and whoop your opponents, but you're going to have to wait till later in the game to do it. So are you going to have the units to do it, because battle happens and things die? So that's going to be a really interesting change. Also includes secondary objectives for each of the armies that have been rewritten and balanced against each other. So if you have an older codex, Space Marines, basically there's going to be updated secondaries in there for you. There are even going to be bespoke secondary objectives for armies whose new codexes aren't out yet. So Chaos Demons and Astra Militarum, Imperial Guard. So yeah, that's quite interesting. That is actually quite a big change to how 40k will play. the idea of CP and how that works. Yep, big fan of that. I'm not overly the biggest fan of being rumple stomped in the first turn. I don't think anybody is. So yeah, to kind of eliminate that from tournament play, I think is good. I'm sure there'll be lots of people with their calculators out trying to work out how to math hammer the hell out of it to get around it, which always happens. But I like the idea of updated secondaries as well. So that's quite a good change there. I quite like the look of that. One thing I will touch on, which I haven't got anything for, is that the World Eaters are going to be getting their own codex. Absolutely amazing. The Butcher's Nails. Wow. Okay. Does that mean we're going to get a plastic Angron? We've got 2 other of the Traitor Primarchs, so why not get Angron in there as well? I would be all over that like a, yeah, fly on something that doesn't smell very nice. But anyway, let's move on. We also had the new reveal of a Demon Prince. Now, this guy looks absolutely monstrous. He looks ace. Not a big fan of the head on that sculpt. I like the pose. I like the fact he's kind of got his claws on that rock, and he seems to have a gun on his one arm, and then he's got his big sword in the other. Very much you can tell it's a Demon Prince. Like I say, not a massive fan of the head. Okay, so there's that backpack in a bit more detail, and his arm there with the talon on this time, actually. So they've actually changed it. Or is that the gun arm? That may be the gun arm. I don't think that is, actually. I think that is a secondary hand. That's interesting. Then you've got all the skulls across his waist there by the looks of that. And then we move on to all of the different head sculpts. So, looks of it, well, we've seen 5 of them here, aren't we, really? Because there's the one that we've already seen. And there's these guys as well. Yeah, okay. These look pretty damn ace, don't they? There's one in here for all of the Chaos Guards. You know, Khorne, Nurgle, Slaanesh, Zinch. So, yeah, okay. All right, they look pretty damn good. I have to admit, I do like the look of this. I think this new Demon Prince is going to be hard as nails. They normally are. So let's have a look then. So it's a massive eye-popping miniature. He's part of a dual kit. You also be able to build a Demon Prince for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, albeit with very different accessories. Okay, so there's your custom options. But yeah, okay, so dual kit. He's an Age of Sigmar guy as well. I was going to get a little bit more excited then, but it turns out it was Age of Sigmar. So that is all of the reveals that we've had for day 1 of Warhammer Fest 2022. Yeah, okay. I like it. I'm a Chaos player. I have a Black Legion army. I have a lot of new things coming my way. New Demon Prince. I have some new units, and I can replace my cultists. I'll get some cultists. And I can replace my possessed. Leagues of Votann. Yeah, okay. We've had a little bit of a preview. And we've got the latest update with Chapter approved. So yeah, overall, good. Not too bad. A very quick hour session that it seemed to fly by there. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. What did you guys think? Did you watch it? If you didn't, what do you think to their miniatures that you've seen in this video? Are you looking forward to this? Are you looking forward to the Leagues of Votann? Or are you a Chaos player that's now really excited to push for death to the False Emperor with these new miniatures? But thanks for watching, guys. Please leave us a comment. It does always help. Don't forget to like the video, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to click that bell icon so that you never miss any of our content. And as always, we will see you on the next one.